Hi everyone! Today's video is going to be about how to ride some basic dressage figures. So we have a small dressage arena set up here today. It is 20 meters wide by 40 meters long, and we're going to take you through how to correctly ride some basic dressage movements. Here Kaylee and Pascal are demonstrating a 20-meter circle of the letter A. The most important thing to remember with this movement is that there are no corners on a circle. The circle begins at A and ends at A, so you will see her ride well into her corners before and after the letter, but not while on her actual circle. A 20-meter circle at A or C will touch both sides of the arena and go halfway down the length of the ring through the dead center, which we call the letter X. You can also ride a 20-meter circle at the letters B and E, which are halfway down the long sides of the arena. The circle can be a little trickier to ride than a 20-meter at A or C because you don't have the wall to guide you as much, which makes it easier to make it too large or too small. Here I'm riding a 20-meter at B with Ben. I like to think of riding my circles in 4 quarters, turning the outside shoulder of the horse and pushing them off my inside leg to each of the 4 points of the circle. Here Amy and Pal are demonstrating riding a couple of diagonal lines for us. Diagonal lines can go from K to M or M to K, and F to H or H to F. Diagonal lines always change your direction. To ride a good diagonal line, you want to make sure you're riding deep into your corners before and after the line. Amy could have used her corner a little bit better at the end of this diagonal and the beginning of the next, but she did a good job staying straight between her corners. Diagonal lines are judged in a dressage test on how well the rider uses their corners and how straight they keep the horse on the straightaways of the movement. Amy did a great job using her end corner here on her diagonal from H to F. Here Kaylee is demonstrating a center line. Every dressage test begins with a center line from A to C, most commonly with a halt incorporated along the line, and most dressage tests end with a center line of some kind as well. The main goal is to keep the horse straight and make a nice turn at C at the end. This movement is the first impression a dressage judge gets of your test, so it's a very important one to ride well. Here Amy and Pal are demonstrating some half or short diagonals. This movement is not terribly common in most dressage tests, but has been used in some low-level eventing tests in the past and is sometimes used in straight dressage tests for the free walk portion. It is essentially a steeper version of a normal diagonal line, which makes it a bit more challenging to ride as you have to turn much more sharply to execute a short diagonal than to ride a full diagonal. These short diagonals can be written from any corner letter, K, F, M, or H, to any middle long side letter, E or B. In this clip, Ben and I are riding a 2-loop serpentine from A to C. Similarly to the 20-meter circle at A or C, we want to ride into our corner before where the movement starts, but do not use our corner on the loops of the serpentine as we don't want any corners or square turns on our loops. Our 2-loop serpentine is essentially just a 20-meter circle from A to X, and then half a 20-meter circle the opposite direction from X to C. Embarrassingly enough, Ben was feeling a little excited and tried to break the canter, so I set an extra beat by accident and was too focused on riding a correct movement for this video that I didn't even notice. So just try to ignore the fact that I'm on the wrong posting diagonal for the remainder of this clip. Now we are riding a 3-loop serpentine from A to C, which is a great exercise for practicing changing your bend and making your horse more flexible. Our goal with this movement is to ride 3 equally sized loops from one end of the arena to the other. Again, we only want to utilize our corners before and after the movement, never during any movement which requires bending our horses. This has been an introduction to riding some simple dressage movements. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.